Hello everyone and welcome back to Prison Architect with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're going to continue building our Snowbound Siberian prison. Right, so in the last episode we managed to get most planned out and we are now ready to welcome in our first prisoners. So let's go on to intakes and we'll go to fill capacity. Grants, I believe we have room to ask for another grant, so let's have a look what we've got. Inmate health and well-being, where we need to build a medical ward, hire at least 2 doctors and hire a psychologist. That one we could probably go for pretty well, so let's go for inmate health and well-being, which gives us £10,000. We should be able to get that one pretty easily. Before the summer sale ended on Steam, I decided to get the rest of the DLC for this game as I'm enjoying it so much, and thankfully it's all just popped straight in onto this playthrough, so that's perfect. So at least we're going to have a lot more new stuff that we can mess around with. It was like £10 for all of it, so I thought I may as well pick it up while it's on sale and save myself a few pound. So we're going to go for this up here as our infirmary, so we need to go on to bureaucracy and we need to go for health, so we need to research that, but first we need to research the finance, so we're still waiting for that. Right, so we need to build a couple more foundations up here. I don't want it to be too square though, so if we go for the infirmary up here, so let's go for white walls for the infirmary, and let's say the infirmary can be this bit here, and then we'll put some jail doors in place here to enter into the infirmary, and that can do that. And then we'll build some foundations off the back here. Let's go here, say, and that can be some offices, and then we'll do the same off here for our psychologist's office. That's probably a bit big. No, we'll go with that big. It can be a pretty big office for the psychologist. Why not? We can then split that up. Once those foundations are in place, we need to span our utilities to go up there. So let's get our electric cables to span up here from both of these areas. I'm going to put another capacitor in place while we're at that as well, just to make sure that we do have enough power. We don't want to run out of money and run out of power. So there we go. That's all now in place. Let's put down those concrete walls back where they were before. Perfect. And then if we split this in half here as an office and that as an office, and then this can be the psychologist's office up here. Right, so rooms, let's go on here. We need an office here, an office here, and this can be the psychologist's office up here. A really nice big office for him. It's going to be a hallway. That's going to be the infirmary. Once we unlock that, we haven't unlocked it just yet. We've got to do the research first. Right, they've locked themselves in. They need some doors. Right, okay. So we want just staff doors for up here. One in the middle, one in the middle. That's going to need the prison door, and then we'll go for the large jail door as well to go into the psychiatrist's office. Right, we need some. We'll go on just normal mode for now. We need some bits for the office. Right, so we need desk chairs. Office chairs and office desks, so let's go for a bit of symmetry. Nice mirror image between the two offices here. We'll have office chair there, and then we need some filing cabinets. We'll just go with the basics for now, just to make sure we've got enough money to get the offices done, and then again we'll go for a coat stand here and here as well. There we go, that's perfect. Could add a coffee machine in there. How much is a coffee machine? 100? No, it's only 100, so yeah, let's add a coffee machine in there as well for the office. And then flooring, I've got a load of nice new stuff now that come with the DLC. We'll do you with a red carpet, which, my god, that's expensive. And a blue carpet in there, but I think we'll wait until we get our first prisoners, who are arriving in 11 hours. The cells are ready. The only thing that we've not got is solitary confinement, so we could do with adding a little bit, just in case we do have any prisoners that need solitary confinement. We're going to have to wait until we get a little bit more money to do so, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait until the prisoners arrive to do that. Can you come and get these doors in so these stupid workmen can get out? There we go, getting that nice red carpet laid down, and we'll go for a blue carpet in this other room. How much longer until... Okay, so the accountant is approved. We're now doing the health. Perfect. So we're able to get that in place. Hopefully by the time the prisoners get here, we can hire an accountant if we've got enough money to do so. No, exceeds daily budget. So we're going to have to wait till the prisoners arrive, unfortunately, till we can complete that grant and get another grant. I want to build a huge second cell block over this area here. And I've just realised we've got some trees here, so that's perfect. Let's dismantle these trees. Gets us a little bit of cash, doesn't it? A bit of petty cash to spend. Is there any others that have popped up over the map? Yes, there is. Perfect. A little bit of easy money while we're waiting for our prisoners to arrive. But yeah, I've got massive plans for a huge cell block over there, which, while we wait for our prisoners, let's let it just play along normal, and we'll do the planning for this huge cell block that I've got planned then. I want to come into it from this opposite side of the yard, so it's going to come right up here, level with that, and then it's going to come out by, let's come out by quite a bit. Let's go 25. I want this to be a really big cell block, and then we're going to do the same here by, should we do 25 again? Make it a really monstrous cell block. Let's go 25. Delete this in the middle there. Right, so we're going to come through here. So we'll cut this bit off for office space and such. We'll have a big canteen up here. So this can be the kitchen. We will have... So we'll come in this area here. So this can be the reception area. Nice little reception. We'll have a staff room or an office here. We'll have an office here. So if we go for a corridor, then we'll have a corridor, not there, coming off here. Nice long corridor which will come off here to there. We'll section that off for cells. This might need to come out a little bit wider actually for what I've got planned. I've got a really big building plan, so let's come out a little bit more. Let's come out by another 15. Let's go crazy, why not? And then that can come all the way down to here and across. It's going to be an absolutely monstrous cell block, what I've got planned. And then this can come across there. That's the canteen, and this can be the shower block. Perfect. Then we'll leave, let's have a look. Cell blocks need to be 3 big, don't they? We'll come down by 3, so there's room to get into the shower. And then this, let's have a look. It needs to come out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that can all be cells. They're big enough, aren't they? 3 by 3. Yes, perfect. So that's all going to be cells. We'll come across, and now we're going to split and divide this into many cells. We'll be able to get a hell of a lot of prisoners in this cell block. We'll add other little bits and bobs over here for them, but it's going to be quite a dingy area. Like most of our prison is going to be quite dingy. They're here to be punished. We don't want it to be too pleasurable. Oh god, and that's going to be just not big enough. But if we get rid of this and come across like that, there we go. That's perfect. The perfect size. And then we'll leave a gap of 2 to walk down. Or should we go for a gap of 3? Let's make it a bit bigger just to be safe. And that's going to come all the way down to here. And that's going to be cells as well, all the way down the middle, so that we can walk down here. We could add some extra doors in for extra security. We are going to have to save up a lot of money before we can start building this area, though, so I just want to plan it out for now. It's going to be a while before we get the funds to work on it. And we could actually do the same here. So we've got back-to-back cells, just to cram even more room into this cell block. Our prisoners arrive in 7 hours, so we've not got too long to wait now, and then we can get ourselves a bit more money. There we go. So that's going to be that huge cell block. When you come in, the doors will be here to come in. We could even add a couple more across here, like so. And we come in through this door here, and then we can... Do you know what? Yes, we can do that, actually. And then add some cells. Do I want more cells there? Got all those cells already. We're going to have the doors to come through here. Let's just plan out the doors first then. So we'll have a nice double door here to come through. This is going to be a staff room. That's going to be an office. So this is the reception. So we're going to come off here, delete that. This is going to be the staff room, sorry, actually, into the kitchen, which then goes into the canteen. Prisoners get into the canteen from there. They get into the shower block here. These are all cells, so we're going to put all of these doors in place. I'll just quickly do this off screen. So there we go. That's going to be our new cell block. So we'll have, up here will be the kitchen, canteen, shower. I've got all of these cells, the reception, staff room, and an office. This will be a visitation room. It's why it's slightly wardened off from the rest. And this will be the common room for this prison here. And then this is where we're going to have our solitary confinement once we plan that out. So that's perfect. That's all sorted. All we need to do now... Administration centre. We just need that... accountant so that we can finish that grant, and then we need to finish our medical ward, which might be done now. Is it done yet? Yep, it's approved. Perfect. So we can get our medical ward in place. So rooms, where is the infirmary? Here it is. So this is going to be our infirmary. Perfect. Then we need some medical beds to finish off this room. They are down here somewhere, aren't they? I think, where are they? There they are. We should be able to get a couple of medical beds in here, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That's a decent amount of medical beds in there. So that'll be our infirmary finished. We are going to need to hire 2 doctors, which we can't do yet. Just unfortunately, what do we need in the psychiatrist's office? An office desk, a chair, a wide sofa, and a filing cabinet. But we'll add a load of other stuff in there. We could actually shrink this off and make the psychiatrist's office a bit smaller, actually, then have something else on this side. We could squeeze some extra offices in here, actually, couldn't we? So we should do that. Let's go for walls, white walls in here, wasn't it? Let's do that as a psychiatrist's office, and then we'll do this as something else once we get a chance. Right, we need to change the room. So where was psychiatrist's office? Here. We don't want any of this to be psychiatrist's office now, just this room here as our psychiatrist's office. Perfect. There we go. And we need to get a door leading into that, which will go with the jail doors. Large double doors, which we haven't got enough money for, but we will have in 3 hours when our first prisoners arrive. And our first prisoners are arriving now. They'll be here any second. Here come the buses with them on. Right, so let's hire our staff that we need quickly now that we've got the money. Accountant, let's shove her in our office. 2 doctors in the infirmary. Perfect. We just need to hire a psychologist now. Requires an officer, so we do need to finish his office before we can get that grant. But we got the other grant, so that's good, which means we can now take out another grant. So let's have a look what we've got that we can get. Cell block A. The basics are up and running. It is time to build your first cell block and transfer the existing prisoners into their own cells. Okay, we'll go for that one. That's easy because we've pretty much done it. We just need to raise your prison capacity to 15, which is going to happen in a second. Perfect. So we'll be able to get that one straight off the bat, and then we just need to finish this psychologist room. So let's do that while the prisoners are getting checked in. Let's add a nice floor in here. Let's have a look at our flooring. There's something really nice for this room. Let's go with those fancy tiles. I do quite like those, so we'll get those in there. Got the doors in place already. Objects, we need an office desk. We'll have that up in the corner here with the office chair, wherever that's vanished to. We've got a leather chair there. There it is. I'm sure things move around on here. I always seem to lose them. And then what did we need object-wise? We need a chair, office, leather chair, a wide sofa or a leather sofa. I've got a leather chair, but not leather sofa. Unlocked after 10 more psychiatrist sessions. Okay, so we'll just go with the wide sofa for now, which we'll put there for now. We'll have let's go with the leather chair there next to it for where they talk to them and such. What else do we need in here? Let's get a coat stand in there. We'll just decorate it nicely as well now. We'll get a nice plant in the corner. We'll go for a water cooler in the corner. What else can we put in here? Have we got anything else that we can put in here just to make it a little bit nicer? Let's go for some filing cabinets. I don't think we actually need them in. Oh, we actually do. We do, so that's good. We'll go for 2 filing cabinets. Let's get a fan. Actually, I don't think I will put a fan in there. We are in a winter place after all. Let's get a painting on the wall. We'll get another painting on the wall over here. And let's go for a moose head as well behind the chair. There we go. That should be pretty nicely decorated. Have our prisoners arrived? Here's our first prisoner. Our first prisoner is called Taylor, and he is in for possession, intent to supply. And he's going to serve 6 years, and it's his 3rd offence. Our second prisoner, Peyton Polar Star Phillip. Aggravated vehicle theft. It's his 3rd stint inside. We've got a lot of prisoners coming in. we will finish that other prison. Oh, we've already finished that grant. Perfect. So we can go straight for another grant. That's given us a hell of a lot of money to spend, which is perfect. Let's go for prison maintenance. What do we need? Unlock maintenance through bureaucracy, unlock cleaning, unlock groundskeeping, hire a foreman, hire at least 2 janitors, hire a gardener. That should be a pretty easy one. Visitation rights, build a visitation room. Security procedure certificate, hire a security chief, hire 10 guards. We'll go with that one. Gives us 10 grand up front, and we do need to get some more guards, don't we, now, with all these prisoners. So we need 10 guards for... No, not a doctor. Didn't mean to hire you. Never mind. We've now got 3 doctors. I wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which gives us our 10 guards that we needed. We need to hire a security chief, which requires an office, which we can use. We'll use this office there for that. So we first need to go for security, which is our next thing. Unlock patrols, assign 3 guards to patrol routes. Perfect. Yes, so that will be pretty easy to do. Hopefully there's all our new guards. Didn't mean to hire all those doctors, so let's sack you and sack you. We'll just keep the 2 for now until we know if we need more or not. We've got a ton of money now. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this bit just yet. We could create another office, or we could create a staff room. At least we'll be able to start planning out our second cell block soon, but we won't do it just yet until we have a little bit more cash. We do need a solitary confinement area, but I don't... Oh, we've got a space there. We could build it off the back. Let's do that. Walls, let's go for plan, building concrete. Just coming off here, let's just have a little... Let's go about this big. There we go. That should work, and we can have that then as our solitary confinement coming off the back of there, so at least that we can fulfill that, because no doubt some of these prisoners are going to want solitary confinement. Oh, someone's tried to sneak drugs in. You sneaky Russian. Doors. Let's get a large jail door. Oh no, we want solitary. Which one's for solitary? Or is that just to come through? And then we'll do the solitary afterwards. Walls. We'll go for decayed walls for the inside of this. Once it's finished, just got to put the door in place. There we go. Most of our prisoners are in. We've just got a couple who need the solitary confinement. There we go. So we'll come out that far, which is enough, and then down like so. Then we'll split these rooms to match the rooms above, and these can all be solitary confinement. Perfect. Doors, we'll go with the door secure. Should we just go for a heavy door to stop even the strongest of prisoners from escaping? A door designed for solitary cells. So we need a couple of these for these new cells here. Perfect. There we go. Once that's built, we can get the solitary prisoners in. Got all our guards in place as well. We've got 3 people awaiting solitary confinement. That's fine. We're going to have more than enough cells for you guys once they're in place. We do need to stretch our power cables down, though, so that they can reach down here. Let's just extend this. And we'll bring it back round to loop the loop onto that. And that can expand into the new cell block once we build it. Oh, they're going out for some yard time. We could do with putting some bits and bobs in the yard. Oh, is he trying to escape? Aggravated vehicle. He's only serving 5 years and he's trying to escape, and now he's unconscious. Guards have just battered him. Right, rooms. Where's solitary? Here we go. These are all solitary confinement. Perfect. What do we need for solitary? Failed enclosed room. No, that's not failed. Is it just because they've not finished the power yet? There we go. So there's our people in solitary who need to be in solitary. Perfect. We can only hold 20 prisoners, so we do need to expand more, but we'll get our psychiatrist and stuff done first. We can actually hire our psychiatrist now, which is perfect. So let's plonk him in that room, which will finish off that grant, hopefully. Yeah, he's got a psychiatrist's office, so why is that not finished? Requires an office. He has an office. Or does he need his own normal office as well? Well, at least that's done. We could add an office in case he needs that. Hire security chief. Can we do that now? Yes, we can. We'll plonk you in. There's your office, which is perfect. We need to unlock patrols. Do we need to do a little bit more to do that? I think we do. Yes, patrols. There we go. Perfect. So hopefully we'll be able to finish that soon. What do we need to do differently here then? Inmate health and well-being. Hire a psychologist. Requires an office, but that's what we've done. What am I not doing right there? Health, orderly. Does this just need to be a normal office for him? Do we need to build him a normal office off the bat? Let's have a look. Let's see what happens if I turn this into an office. And we can just change it back afterwards, can't we? Okay, well, at least we can do the patrols and design 3 guards to patrol route, so we'll be able to finish that one at least. Most of this is done. We could start building this cell block bit by bit, but I want to wait until we've got more money first. We've got our first prisoners in, though, and we've managed to expand slightly, which is good. So I think we'll end this episode here, and in the next episode we can start building our next cell block, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and comment down below if you did enjoy, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.